This is the part 5th of this GATE psychology preparation series and you are watching video number 5. In today's video, we are going to talk about the paper pattern, that how GATE psychology exam is conducted and how many questions you need to attempt. Is there a negative marking? What all is there? Complete information you will be getting from after this video. So if you have not yet joined the Telegram channel and you have not watched the previous video where it was the most important video of this series, where we have discussed the book list for you so that you can score high in psychology portion, so that you must watch that video before proceeding ahead. And if you are watching this, let's continue, and after that you can watch that previous video. Okay, all right, so we will be discussing the paper pattern and our source of knowledge would be the GATE website. All right, we don't have any knowledge, any superstitious powers, so we will rely completely on the information brochure and the website of GATE 2025, from where we can infer the information, and you can also refer to the website for any of the information you need for GATE psychology examination. All right, okay. So this is the website, GATE aptitude test in engineering 2025 question pattern. All right, so let's move ahead. And first of all, mode of examination. So what will be the mode of examination? It will be, we will move ahead step by step. The test papers will be in English, so no scope for Hindi medium guys over here, so Hindi will not be there. It will be a CBT test, will be conducted at select centers in select cities, so you can choose your zone accordingly. So it will be in the CBT mode, and it will be not as what NTA is conducting. So it will be some high level, good level of examination being conducted by the IITs. All right. Okay. Next is the duration, which is 3 hours. As far as you are a normal candidate, assuming that you don't have any disability or any extra time you needed, so you will be getting 3 hours of time. Okay, then number of subjects papers 30, it is not of your concern. Then we have two sections over here, sections general aptitude plus candidates selected subjects, and you will be giving for what? You will be giving for XHC5. All right, XH is for humanities and C5 is for your psychology. Okay, so there will be two sections. We know as of now what all we know. It will be in the CBT mode, then it will be for 3 hours. We have to sit for 3 hours, and then it will consist of general aptitude portion as well as our subject, that is psychology. Then we will move ahead to type of questions, how the questions will be framed, how it will come. Candidate selected subjects, it will have multiple choice question, it will have MCQ. So you have option number A, option number B, option number C, option number D, and only one will be the correct answer, either A, either B, either C, or either D. All right, okay. Then we have the multiple select questions, MSQ. Then, as you saw in the previous video where we discussed about the twin studies, adoption studies, and family studies, so that was what? That was your MSQ type, where you have more than two options correct. I mean, more than one options correct, whereby you will be having those. It is referred to as the multiple select questions. So B, C, D can be the answer. B and C can be the answer. So you have either two options, three options, or four options correct. All of them can be correct. MSQ type. All right. So you just have to be aware. So there are two types of questions as of now: multiple choice questions where only one option will be correct, MSQ type where only more than one option will be correct, and then you have the numerical answer type NAT questions where it will, you have to answer it what the answer is coming. I mean, you have to calculate some calculations from the statistics portions, and then you have to answer it over there. 0.70 you are getting, 0.23 you are getting, whatever you are getting the value, you have to input it over there using the keyboard they will be providing in the virtual keyboard you will be getting. All right, okay. And this NAT is important. Why? We will tell you soon why this is NAT is important, because this can help you easily get 2 marks, okay, without any hassle. So make sure that you watch the video complete till the end. Then question for testing these abilities, it will be recall, comprehension, application, analysis, and synthesis. All right, then duration where it is XH. Okay, except papers XH. So we will move ahead to XH. Marking scheme will be, look over here on a marking scheme, what it will be. Questions carry 1 mark or 2 marks. So you have only two types of questions. 1 mark, it will be 1 mark, or it will be 2 marks. Okay. Distribution of marks in paper, this XH, you have to refer to this XH, how it will be. General aptitude 15 marks. Subject questions will be of 85 marks. All right. So general aptitude questions 15 marks will be there. Subject questions will be 85 marks from there. Total 100 marks. So what is the number of I mean the total number you will be appearing for, it will be for 100 marks. Alright, so your paper is going to be completely of 100 marks, out of which GA portion, general aptitude portion, will be for 15 marks, and your this type subject question will be for 85 marks. Alright, okay, and then marks either allotted will be 1 or 2, and this is the most important part over here, most important portion, negative marking. All right, about negative marking, for a wrong answer chosen in an MCQ there will be a negative marking. So if you choose the incorrect answer, then you will be getting what? You will be getting the negative mark. For a 1 mark MCQ, 1/3 of mark will be deducted for a wrong answer. So let's suppose that what you have done a MCQ and the correct answer should be B, but what you will get 1/3 negative mark over there. All right, if you the correct answer is A and you have mark B, so what you will have the negative mark of 1/3 when it is a 1 mark MCQ. So right now there are two types of question, 1 marker and the 2 marker. So in a 1 mark you will be deducted 1/3 of the mark, and in a 2 mark you will be deducted the 2/3 of the mark will be deducted for a wrong answer. So be alert, make sure that you are not going for the negative marking. Okay, so if you know the correct answer, make sure to mark it. If you don't know, don't make the silly mistake of doing and going for negative marking. So in 1 on 2 questions it will be all right, but for not, you can not just guess 10 questions in the exam, real time examination. All right, okay, and now the most important part over here is there is no negative marking for wrong answers to MSQ or NAT questions. That's why I just told you that NAT can fetch you easily 2 marks. So this is just NAT type is a gift for you. If you prepare well for your psychology portion, it will be a gift. You will easily get 2 marks if you just you just do the strong portion of your statistics. Okay, and there is no partial marking in MSQ. So this is just a general idea, and now we will elaborate this now what all is going on. So first of all, it will be a CBT mode. All right, clear and crisp CBT mode. How much time? It will be for 3 hours. All right, very good. Then how many marks are there? There are 100 marks. And what will be the cutoff? We will be discussing in the upcoming parts. So 100 marks, and GA is for your 15 marks, and subject paper is your for 85 marks. All right. Okay, well and good. And what about the marking scheme? Marking scheme is either 1 mark or 2 marks. So there will be questions for 1 mark and there will be questions for the 2 marks as well. And don't worry, we will just show you the example right away. So don't worry, just bear this voice. Okay, then what will happen is you have the MCQ type questions where only one and only one answer will be correct. So let's suppose, when was the first psychology department was started in India? Options are given as 1921, 1922, 1916 and 1999. So when was the first department started? It was started in 1916. So if you clicked on this option, you will get what? You will get the 1 mark. Okay, you will get the 1 mark. And if let's suppose someone, I clicked on 1921, what will happen is 1/3 mark will be deducted for 2 mark. Sorry, for this. Okay, all right. So 1/3 mark will be deducted for this question, particular question, because the correct answer is option number C, but I have marked option number A. And let's suppose if this question was for 2 marks, then what will happen? I will lose the 2/3 of the mark. Okay, so make sure that you don't do the negative marking, and whatever I have just shared with you in the previous video about the book list, if you follow that, you will not fall for this negative marking. It's pretty confirmed. Okay, alright, so MSQ type you will be having, and then you will be having the MSQ type where you have multiple statements, and the NAT type. So now here is the hack, here is the trick how to attempt these. Okay, so if you attempt these very efficiently, very precisely, then you will be, so let's suppose you do 2 to 3 negative marking here as well. So it will it will balance if you do all the correct options tick over here. Alright, so you have to be more alert in the MSQ portion because you cannot lose marks over here. So these are, we can say, the free marks. So it is little tricky, but these are free marks. If you get it correct, you will be getting 2 marks, but if you get it wrong, then you might get nothing. Okay, so negative marking is not applicable to this NAT portion and this MSQ portion. Don't worry, we will just show you the example how it is going to be. Okay, so negative marking will not be in these type of questions in the MSQ and NAT, and NAT is just a free mark. NAT is free marks you can achieve very easily. So you are going to attempt for 100 marks, but you are really going to attempt for the 98 marks only, because 2 marks are what? 2 marks are freely available if you prepare the research and statistics portion completely. Okay, so they will ask you about to calculate the standard deviation, F ratio, mean, and all that. All the calculative part they will be asking you in that. So if you make strong this portion, statistics research part, so that you can achieve easily 2 marks pretty easily over there. And now look at this question. This is humanities and social sciences, psychology, XH C5. This is your GATE 2024 paper. All right. So we will just dwell into this and look how the marking scheme is going on. So question number 1 to 5 carry 1 mark each. So what will be the negative marking over here? It will be 1/3. All right. 1/3 will be negative marking for 1 mark questions. All right. Okay. Then moving ahead, we have these type of questions carry 2 marks each. So now what will be the negative marking? So let's suppose if you do wrong answer over here, what you will get? You will get 2/3 of marks you are deducted. Okay, so be careful with this part, and when we move ahead and we will look into this thing where it is, this is, and this is psychology started from your question number 27. All right, so see, carry 1 mark each. So from question number 27 to question number 44, what is happening over here is they are carrying 1 mark each. 1 mark for each. So if you correct mark this answer, you will get 1 mark, and if you do the wrong, you will 1/3 marks will be deducted. And then moving ahead, then you will have what? You will have so these are till 44, I guess, and then you will have 2 marks each. Okay, so this is again a 2 marks question, carry 2 marks each. So these questions will be carrying 2 marks. So if you do the wrong answer over here, what will happen is you will lose 2/3 of the marks. Okay, and then you are having these type of questions where you will see these are MSQ types, where you see do, does not, so you can have more than one option correct over here. All right, then components of peripheral nervous system are somatic, central. What it is are the components which are the following test are post hoc. Yes, I just want to share you this one thing again, and you know from where to find this answer. Go watch the previous video if you have not watched. There is a book mentioned over there, and you will find this answer as it is, copy paste. You just have to be a little smart. All right, so questions are coming directly from those two books, so you are early in the process, so make sure that you get your gate score high and achievable, and make sure you top the exam. And then all these things will be covered. Item response theory is also given in that book, so make sure that you read that book thoroughly. Okay, and see, this question was out of context. This is which of the following dimensions are related to Fiedler's contingency model. You study this for UGC net, but I guess you would not find that in Cesarelli book. Okay, so just be aware that what it is. This is the industrial part, and which of the following are not culture fair test. You will also get the answer for this, and then we will move ahead and see. This is your NAT type. This is your NAT type question, which is telling what? Okay, there are two NAT type questions. On a standard test, the population to have a mean of 500, mean is 500, SD is 100, SD is 100. Those receiving an experimental treatment have a mean of whatever they will be having. You have to mention the effect size, so you must know how to calculate this. Okay, and then the standard deviation for the following scores, you have to just tell the SD. So you have all the number average out, and you can calculate the standard deviation. Simply you have to calculate the SD. And what will happen, let's suppose you mark over here 25 and you say 10 over here, and both are wrong answers. So what will happen is you will not get the negative mark in these questions. So okay, so negative marking is not applicable for the NAT type. So just be careful that you attempt this carefully, and make sure to try to make the answer correct. Okay, make the calculation fast and calculate it properly, so that you don't miss easy 2 marks. So if you know how to calculate this, you can easily achieve 2 marks pretty easily, and 2 marks over here. Okay, so these are the types of paper pattern which you will be getting for your examination. So these are the MSQ types, and then for 1 mark you will be having the MSQ type, MCQ type. See which of the following are measures of dispersion. So the same question is repeated in your UGC net 2024 June session. Okay, so you just have to be little aware, and all of these things can be easily covered from those previous two books which I have just shared. Okay, so make sure you watch the previous video of the book list, and rest all you can do it on your own without any hassle. And the question, you can see the level of questions is very easy, very easy for these types of. See, you just have to tell what does the Charles Spearman did, what does Jensen did, what does Thurston did, Sternberg and Guilford. Okay, so this is not a tough sort of question, and you can say classical conditioning, who gave what, and when monkey A, monkey B, what is happening over here. The simple questions they are asking in gate psychology while retrieving a long-term memory, bits and pieces of information from memory topic. See fixed ratio, interval ratio. So these are all PYQs repeated. So see which of the following is a binocular cue for depth perception. All these things you will be easily able to get in those books. All right. Okay, so this was your paper pattern. I hope this video helped you about the paper pattern, how you can prepare well. Make sure that you correct the MCQ type 1 mark and don't miss out on these, as well as you attempt MSQ with full confidence and full knowledge plus NAT. So these, if you attempt properly, you can easily score high. And how to score high with self study, I have just told you the books in the previous videos. You can order it from the link given below in the description as well, and you can just start your study. Just start and you will see eventually you will be able to solve each and every question mentioned there, as well as this MSQ and NAT type. We will talk about the NAT type, how to solve these NAT types, and we will discuss in the upcoming videos as well. And this NAT is what you just need to study AK Singh thoroughly. If you study AK Singh thoroughly, if you study AK Singh from A to Z, each and every concept is clear, clarity is there. You can solve each and every question of your gate psychology and AT portion. Each and every question can be solved from this book, but this will not happen that you have just studied and directly you can solve the question. Okay, so you have to get the real knowledge behind that, why it is happening, how it is happening, and what all the procedures behind that. Then only you can solve the NAT portion. All right, so it is just not that you will find simple lines written in AK Singh and you will just apply the formula and you will get able to solve. It will not happen ever. You have to be little more smart than you are right now. After reading this book, you have to read this twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, as long as the pages are intact, and you have to practice it more and more. All right, so this NAT type you will be able to solve. So make sure that you read the AK Singh thoroughly from chapter first to chapter last. Only that research report writing portion which is mentioned in the last section, that is not important. You have to do till I guess factor analysis. The last thing is factor analysis in AK Singh. So till there you have to do it completely and thoroughly, each page, each thing, so that you will be able to solve each and everything in your gate psychology examination without any trouble. All right, and if you just skip the parts, so what will happen is eventually you will score low. There's no harm, you will obviously clear the cutoff because questions will be coming directly. You will clear the cutoff, but what will happen is you will score low. And as far as gate is concerned, high score or topper will be considered for the IIT admissions and PhD and all that thing. Okay, so make sure that you are scoring high and you are doing the top, and you can easily top with these books which are being mentioned previously. Okay, all right, so I hope this video helped. See you all in the next video, and don't forget to join the